My name was Zion Malik. Once, I grew up with nothing, no inheritance, no guidance, no second chances, but I had grit. And one rule: never trust anyone who smiles too much. At 21, I met 3 men who would change my life: Raheel, Omar, and Faison. We were nothing then, just for young guys with ambition, fire, and hunger for power. Together, we built Cortrex, a private intelligence firm that worked in the shadows. Government contracts, high-risk surveillance, digital espionage. We weren't heroes, but we were the best. By 29, we had global clients, millions flowing in, and more enemies than friends. Still, I thought I had brothers. We made a pact: no matter how big we got, we stay loyal. I believed it, until the day I saw my name on a termination order. Asterisk, asterisk, it started with whispers. Funds missing, a leak in the system, my access revoked, my calls unanswered. Then came the trap. They sent me on a mission to eastern Turkey, supposed to be routine surveillance, but it was a setup. The coordinates were wrong, the backup never arrived, and the explosion was not an accident. I survived. Barely 2 broken ribs, shattered leg, severe burns, left for dead in the ruins of a warehouse. They thought the blast would finish me, but someone pulled me from the wreckage. A shepherd named Kamal. He never asked questions, just gave me shelter and silence. For months, I healed in the cold mountain air. No technology, no networks, just time and rage. Asterisk, asterisk, when I finally walked again, I knew 2 things. I was legally declared dead. The men who did this now controlled everything we built, but death gave me freedom. No identity, no restrictions. I became a ghost. First, I reached out to old allies, quiet ones, people who owed me favors. I started building a web. Fake identities, off-grid servers, spy tech, crypto accounts, and then I studied them. Every move, every transfer, every mistress, every offshore account, every bribe. They had gotten sloppy, comfortable. That was their mistake. Asterisk, Omar was the weakest link, always a showman. He held blackmail on foreign ministers, so I leaked it. Anonymous documents posted online. Within 72 hours, 2 countries severed ties with him. Interpol put him on a watch list. Raheel ran security operations, thought he was untouchable. But his wife, she had a secret, a second family. In Malaysia, I sent him photos every Thursday at 4 p.m. Same hotel, same room. He spiraled fair, and was the strategist, always in the shadows, calculating. But even he didn't know I still had access to Cortrex's original source code, so I used it. I flipped their own surveillance tools on them. I watched them panic. Asterisk, asterisk. A year after the betrayal, I returned to the city, not as Zion, but as Khalid Rehman, a private investor from Dubai. I bought a small security firm, 1 block away from Cortrex headquarters. They didn't recognize me at first. New face, slight limp, new accent. I watched them from across the street, 3 men trying to hold a crumbling empire. Then I made the first move. I sent them each the same message. The dead remember everything. No name, no sender, just fear. Asterisk, asterisk. It was time to finish it. I exposed Cortrex's offshore bribery network, leaked footage of Omar in a backroom deal with a war criminal, then hit them where it hurt the most. Their internal servers, their clients vanished, government, contracts canceled, audits launched. Then I made my presence known. Raheel walked into his office one morning and found a photo on his desk, the 4 of us smiling, from the early days. Written across it, 3 betrayed, 1 returned. He collapsed. Asterisk, asterisk. Faison was the last to fall. I let him run. He fled to Morocco, but I was already waiting. He entered his rented villa, lights off, door ajar, and there I sat, in his chair, holding a glass of his favorite scotch. He froze. Zion. His voice cracked like old wood. I died, I said. The man you buried, he's gone. What's left is the reckoning. He dropped to his knees, begged, cried, said it was all Omar's idea. I didn't answer, just left him there, alone, broken. He was arrested a week later by Interpol for financial fraud. I didn't lay a finger on any of them. I just let them destroy themselves. Now. I live off-grid again, somewhere quiet. No name on the door, no fingerprints on file. Cortrex is gone. Omar's in exile. Rahil's divorced and bankrupt. Faison, well, prison teaches lessons the hard way. Me, I write stories, now. Sometimes people ask where I get such dark inspiration. I just smile, because, the truth is, they scheduled my death. I scheduled their downfall, and I don't miss deadlines. Asterisk, asterisk.